Hi everyone, happy Friday. This is Shonda with Bella Fitness. So today I promised that I would be talking about protein. Protein. I can't say enough about the importance of protein in a fitness lifestyle diet. Protein, as you know, let's start. This is just going to be a quick primer. Really basic, nothing too complicated, because for everyone out there starting their fitness journeys, I don't want everything to be so complicated. So protein is the building block of muscle. So if you think about the human body, it needs muscle to become more efficient and to work metabolically more efficiently to burn fat. So technically, the more muscle mass your body has, the more of a fat burning machine you are, even at rest. So let's let that be the resounding fact here that we need to remember, because I think most of us are really interested in burning fat and kind of leaning out. And if that's the case, if you know that the more protein that your body, if you know that protein helps your body to create and to have more lean muscle mass, then obviously you want to have more lean muscle mass. So for women, the first question that I'm always asked is, well, will protein make me big like a guy? Will that make me look bulky? I don't want to bulk up. Or I tried protein before and it made me this. It wasn't the protein, it was the food that you're eating. Okay? Or the workouts that you were not doing. So just knowing that, let's talk about the types of protein that are available. Okay, so protein is available in a couple of different forms, and a whey isolate. It is also available in a casein form, and the casein form is used, it metabolizes much slower. So in other words, it stays within your body and your system a lot longer. Casein is best used and utilized at night as you're sleeping, so that you have more of that muscle building and repairing going on while you're asleep. So I recommend you do a casein protein at night. Your basic protein is pretty much going to be your whey protein powders, and those are going to be the most common. They are typically the most, they taste better than some of the other types of protein. There are many brands. I recommend that you look at the nutritional label on the back of whichever brand that you're considering. I recommend at least a minimum of 24 grams per scoop and no more than 130 to 140 calories if your goal is to lose weight. Obviously, if you were muscle building and trying to gain weight, you could obviously afford a few more calories there. The other thing is that I want you guys to be mindful that this is another common complaint, and it is that people say, I don't like protein. I don't like how it tastes. Well, I don't like how fat and unhealthy feels. So if protein, adding more protein as a supplement, remember this is the key word, supplement. It's not, protein powder is not to replace food. So you should be getting as much of your protein from a natural, healthy diet based in lean proteins. So that's chicken, turkey, fish, lean beef, as much as possible. Protein powder is just a supplement. In other words, it's a quick way to get the most efficient, clean source of protein as you can when you're not eating your meats, okay, or getting your protein from veggies and as well as nuts and the meats. So don't think of it as that I'm not suggesting that you replace your food with protein. It is a supplement. The other thing is taste. Taste is subjective, obviously, but what you want to think about is the benefit of the thing, of why you're using the protein as a supplement. I would suggest finding some samples, ordering some different kinds of protein samples online, protein powders, to try them and see how you like them. They range anywhere in price from $14 for 1 to 2 pounds on up to $30 and $40 and higher. A median range for a quality protein, it would be about $30 for 2 pounds. I happen to like Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard. They have an amazing flavor. It's called cinnamon graham cracker. That is like almost so hard to find. But if you can find that one, it's just you mix it with water, shake it up, and it is just perfect consistency and taste. You get about 24 grams of protein, about 120 and 130 calories per scoop, and it's just really quick and easy to go. The next thing, so don't worry so much about taste. Learn to change your palate. Learn to eat things that don't always taste the way that we're used to. A lot of times we're used to greasy, fried, salty, crunchy, sugary, and if it's not any of those things, then to our palate, it's not going to taste good. But what is it doing for your body? If it's good for you, allow it to be good to you. Okay, so get away from the stereotypical, oh well, I don't like how it tastes, so I'm just not going to do it. If it would help your body, consider it. Experiment. Try to find something that works for you. How much protein do you need? I recommend 0.75 grams per pound of body weight. If you think about that, you're probably not getting nearly enough protein. So for a 150-pound person, you would need to eat about 135 grams of protein. And that's not just from your supplement, it's including all of your nuts, your vegetables, and your meats that you eat throughout the day. So just try to up your intake of protein. A couple of the number one issues that I see for my clients coming in is that we are eating too many carbs and not enough protein. And so the other thing, the more protein also helps to kind of satiate you and keeps you full a little bit longer, as opposed to eating a meal with no protein or very little protein. So try to have protein at every meal. And again, I recommend lean turkey, chicken, fish. Nothing fried, nothing coated, nothing creamy, no gravies. Just as basic as you can get it. You can season it with herbs, your meats, and try the George Foreman grill. Try baking, roasting, steaming some of your meats. You want them as clean and as lean as possible. Be considerate about the source of the protein. So hormone-free meats, meats that have not, animals that have not been fed antibiotics and things like that are really, really important when you're considering where you buy your meats, okay? When should you drink your protein? Well, there are a few times that are most pertinent. The most important time is immediately after your workout with the weights. So within 5 minutes of your workout, as you're walking out of the door, you need to grab some protein. So that's when a protein powder would come in handy. You add some water, you bring your water bottle with you, you have your scoop of protein powder already in the shaker. You're shaking it up as you walk out of the gym. So the reason why is because as you're working out, the body will break down your muscle tissue. So, that sore feeling that you get, what's happening is that we are breaking down the muscle tissue so that it can then be repaired to become a stronger muscle. And that's how your body changes. So what you want to do is make sure that you're rebuilding and repairing with the most raw form of protein immediately after your workout. And protein powder is just one of the quickest, most efficient raw forms of protein, and with just no calories. Very few calories and no fat, and just pretty simple and straightforward to repair those muscles so that they change and that they grow and your body doesn't stay the same. Another time to have it is an hour after your workout. So you've already had your immediate protein right after you work out, within 5 to 10 minutes. An hour later, your body has already metabolized that protein, and it's already kind of just, it's taking in all of that protein really quickly. So now it's ready for another source of protein. That's when you can have your meal. So if it would be breakfast or your lunch, you could then have another meal with protein in it. That could be your chicken, fish, turkey, or whatever, salmon, whatever you're having for your meal, about an hour after that initial protein post-workout meal. Then the other time is always in the morning. It's always great to start your day with protein. So that would be great. You could do something like egg whites, an egg white omelet. You could have oatmeal along with the protein shake. After an 8-hour fast of sleeping, your body is ready to be facilitated with some good protein. So I always recommend definitely protein at every meal, but mostly it's really important to have it in the morning too. The other time is the last thing at night. So when I get home every night, I always go to bed with a protein shake. I try to do a casein because it stays with the body longer and it metabolizes through the night. So it's working and building and repairing for you as you sleep. Casein to me is a little bit thicker consistency, almost like a milkshake as opposed to the whey protein powders. So you just have to kind of get used to that. So let's see, I think I've covered everything. But so just to recap, the why of protein is because it helps you to build new muscle and it helps you to change the composition composition of your body. I don't think any of us should be working out to look the same and to stay the same. The goal should be to change your body and have it become a more efficient body, to look better, to fit more compactly in your clothes, and protein does that. The other thing is to make sure that your protein is a clean source. You don't want a protein supplement that has a lot of sugars and a lot of weird ingredients that you can't pronounce. There are a variety of different types of proteins available for people who are vegetarians. There are hemp proteins made from hemp seeds, isolates. There is a protein powder that's based on just a plant-based protein, soy proteins as well. Then you have the casein and the whey. You also have a whey concentrate and whey isolate. So it can get a little bit confusing. If you're lactose intolerant, the isolate will be a better option for you. You probably would not have any side effects from that. The other thing is when you should eat your protein. Remember, immediately after your workout is the best time. Have one at night. So the amount of protein that you're eating throughout the day, it should just be a part of your diet. Every meal you should have some sort of protein. If you're doing fruit, pair it with some nuts. All right, so I hope this has helped clear up any of your questions you may have had about protein. I am happy to continue answering questions, so if you have any, please leave them for me, and look forward to seeing you guys here the next time. So take care, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend.